And hi everyone, welcome to the Ken Singleton Celebrity Golf Classic here for the Cool Kids campaign. I'm John Daly along with former Major League player Ken Singleton and my longtime buddy Lee Moore.
Not your old buddy, your longtime
right.
buddy. Speaking of longtime buddies, this is a guy we've come to know and love because Kenny Singleton, you host the event, you get your friends to come out here. They all know it's for a great cause, and again, but great to see you back.
Hey, it's all for the kids, Lee. The fact is, the Cool Kids campaign is near and dear to my heart, and you guys too as well. We appreciate your support. A lot of my former teammates, a lot of former NFL players are out here, and they're all out here to support the Cool Kids campaign. And what we're trying to do is help out some families that are dealing with cancer issues, kids in particular, and their families. Just make things easier for them if we can as they try and beat this dreaded disease. I don't think there's a family in America, or certainly everybody in America knows somebody who's dealing with cancer. And maybe one day in the, maybe I won't say near future, but in the future, nobody will have to deal with this again. And then when that happens, we'll pick up another cause to deal with and help people out. So we want to thank everybody out there who's supported the Cool Kids. I know I've gotten a lot of letters and cards from people who have made donations to the Cool Kids campaign from all over the country, and we appreciate your help.
Now for the next half hour, we're gonna show you some golf. It might not be the best of golf, but we're gonna show you some golf. We're gonna make you laugh. We're gonna make you cry. As Kenny says, it's all about the kids. And you actually got a chance to talk to some of your buddies that you brought in last night at the parents' party.
They were very kind to come on camera. You know, some of them are, well, they're not shy. You know, they've been on camera before. They're seasoned veterans in all sports. Bruce Laird was on. He was former great Colt. We had Gary Carter, Hall of Fame catcher, who was a teammate of mine with the Montreal Expos. And Gary was kind enough to come up from Florida to help us out here. But the guys that I talked to last night were all enthused. Of course, they like to play golf, but they're enthused for the cause as well.
All right, let's go take a look at what happened last night.
Thank you very much, John. I'm here with Gary Carter. We're here at the event, the pairings party tonight, and everybody seems to be having a good time. We've got a good crowd out here tonight, and I would sincerely want to thank Gary Carter, Hall of Fame catcher, for coming. People don't realize, you know, they think of me as an Oriole in these parts,
right?
But I came from the Montreal Expos, and we were together in Montreal.
Yes.
And Gary was on, as you could see, he was a young kid at the time. In fact, that nickname stuck.
Yes, it did.
But you could see that he was on his way to a great career. We didn't know he was going to lead to the Hall of Fame, but Gary, we want to thank you for coming tonight.
Well, Singy, it's a pleasure. You're an old hat at this now with all the broadcasting skills that you've had. And I just wish we would have had an opportunity to play together a little bit more. But you were very instrumental in tagging me the nickname of the kid, you and Mike Torres. And, you know, it stuck with me. And to be 56 years old and still be called the Kid, it's kind of nice.
Yeah,
you know?
it is nice when you'd still be a kid at 56.
Exactly.
But, you know, after we nicknamed you the Kid, I don't know if the Expos liked it or not because they traded Mike and I to Baltimore, if you remember correctly.
I did, for Dave McNally, who then was 3-6 or something like that, and then retired. Yeah. So they got a great deal, Baltimore did. Probably the best trade in their history, getting you and Mike Torres. But nevertheless, you know, Singy, you had a great career as well, and now it's led into your broadcasting career. And to have this golf tournament, it's a pleasure to be here with you, and I would do anything for you, as you know, and it's for the kids.
But one thing that's always constant, you're always here for the Cool Kids.
Well, they really are. You know, I love Robbie Belanger. I love Chris Federico. These guys are tireless workers for these children. And my God, if you've ever seen them, you got to love them to death. I mean, they need a chance in life, and there's nothing better than giving back for the children. That's what this whole thing is all about. We all get together. We get to see our old pals, Eddie Murray, you know, all of them come in for this event. I mean, people from everywhere across the United States, they fly them in. And, you know, and it's great to see them all, but anything. But the bottom line is, you know, we do it for the children, and there's nothing better than those little, unbelievable. I love them all.
And the great thing is we've seen results for a lot of these kids, too.
Oh, yeah. You know, you give them an opportunity to have joy in their life, and what better can you do? I mean, the good Lord's the only one that can determine what's going to happen with these children, but we can help, and that's what it's all about.
With me now is a man who needs no introduction in these parts, Bruce Laird, former Colt great. And Bruce, we want to thank you for being with us tonight at the pairings party and playing golf in tomorrow's tournament. I'm sure you're going to have a good time, and we appreciate your support.
Hey, Singy, there's nothing better than being part of the community. You've stayed here your whole career. I have too. We're, you know, athletes giving back, especially to cancer victims and these young children. I can't be more proud to be part of your organization and the Cool Kids.
When you think back to the days with the Colts, and I'm sure there's enough fans out there to remember the great Colt teams, and of course led by Johnny Unitas, and just maybe you can inform the fans what it was like to play for the Colts in those days.
You know, it was so incredible to get drafted here and to be a part of this great history, and again to be a part of this community with you guys starting this whole thing off with the likes of Palmer and Boog and all the guys, all the great guys. We had such a great camaraderie, and we all just won. You know, our generations, your generation was just won and won and won, and we all stayed here, which made it kind of really, really special for all of us.
Should I ask you about your golf game and how you've been playing lately?
I tell you what, don't tell my bosses, but I've been on a hot streak lately. I've been on the golf course for a while. I'm playing really well, playing the best I have in a while, which doesn't mean anything because it's a renter swing.
I'm joined with Brooks Robinson, a favorite of mine, next to my dad. Used to play with Dad. He's a board member of Cool Kids, Hall of Famer, multi-Gold Glover. You got involved with Cool Kids because I asked you to many, many years ago. You have bent over backwards. Every time we've asked for something, you've always come through for us. What does it mean to you to know that you're helping a group like the Cool Kids campaign?
Well, this works out real, Dad. I loved your dad. I always say, whenever the ball was hit between us, I'd always say, Mark, you take it. Really, I can't quite make it over there. But anyway, listen, as I said, I loved your dad, and for you to be participating somewhat with this with Chris Federico, and I've enjoyed it. I'm, I guess you could say, a cancer survivor through prostate cancer, and you just do a terrific job, and the crowd here today and the players you have out here, they love it, and it's just you should want to be proud. I don't do a whole lot. I just show up and smile and take a few pictures, you know. But it's great to be here and see the work that you all are doing.
Thank you.
And as we go to break, let's take a listen to Keir and some of his great musical comedy.
Marvin Gaye and Barry White.
Oh, baby. Yeah, you baby, front row. You too, hot mama. I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back the feelings for so long. You want a what? Let's get it on.
This year, over 12,000 kids in the United States will be diagnosed with cancer. Being told your child has cancer can devastate a family both emotionally and financially. That is why the Cool Kids campaign is devoted to helping these children and their families. The Cool Kids campaign helps these families pay their bills, sends gifts to the kids, and publishes a one-of-a-kind newspaper, The Cool Kids Connection. For more information, you can visit our websites at coolkidscampaign.org and cancerfearsme.org.